me again, Amy from Amy J's Creations. Welcome back to all my original or loyal subscribers. Sorry, I just realized I've got hair in my face. And I have gotten, again, several new subscribers, which is super exciting. And I'm very thankful that you would take the time to watch me. And welcome, welcome. I hope I show you stuff that you like, that inspires you to help you also want to do things in your cross-stitchy life. All right, I'm just going to jump right in. This is episode 24. It is Thursday, March 10th, but it probably won't get uploaded till tomorrow. I have had a great 2 weeks, cross-stitching wise. I won't go into my personal life. That has some not so great things, but cross-stitching has been amazing. Okay, first thing, I have 2 finishes to show you. These were works in progress at my last video. And he's done. Yoda's done. See, can you see that sparkle? I can't tell if you can see that sparkle, but there, it's the opalescent looks fantastic. Okay, so how I finish this. You'll see that tiny little bit of fabric on the bottom, no problem. There's plenty down there. This is a frame that I bought at Hobby Lobby this past summer. There was shiplap on it, and that I thought it would be fun to have the shiplap showing, covering up the writing. But it fit this Yoda perfectly with some space around because I wanted the sky fabric to show. And I just kind of laid that in here. So I covered some mat board with this fabric, put some glue down, some Eileen's tacky glue, put that in, then put this on sticky board and put that on. The frame was a brownish color, so I mixed 2 greens from my paint from tool painting days and got a pretty good green on there. And this is gonna go in my son's room. Oh my gosh. Some projects just tickle my fancy bone, my funny bone. Yeah, look at his cute little Yoda feet. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's the first finish. And then the second one, I have not attached the magnet yet because, to be honest, I was finishing this this afternoon before I filmed. I'll get into that in a minute. But here is the Hugs and Kisses from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I had just barely started the frame and this little candy. Finished up the rest. Put that also on some sticky foam core board. I had this gingham fabric and got a little bow and that little, let's see if you can see it. That button was in my stash. It's like a crocheted covered button. I didn't make it. I don't know where I got it from. I just collect random buttons off old clothing and all kinds of stuff. Did a little bow, and it will go on here. Because if you remember, I have like a Halloween thing. I have a Christmas thing. I have a spring one that I need to finish up. So now I've got Valentine's. So this tray on the easel is always on display, and then I can just change these. Okay, so this is what I love about filming a floss tube, is it encourages me to actually finish stuff, because I might have been in my old pre-floss tube days. I would have been like, you know what, Valentine's is over, whatever, I got it finished, throw it in the drawer, and I'll fully finish it another time. But now that I have floss tube, I'm like, no, let's give the people something interesting to look at. So I went ahead and fully finished it. Again, I thought this pattern, originally I was going to maybe put something around the edge, but this pattern has its own frame. It's got a lot going on. It doesn't need anything else. Even the bow, I was like, maybe the bow, maybe not the bow, but I did like the bow. So there is that. Then my 25/7 piece, I mostly finished. Hold on, I have my handy dandy board here, which really does help. So I have finished mostly the train station. You'll notice there's a few missing pieces, like somewhere the flesh color that I know I've used in other ones is not, it's not in the bag. It's not in my boxes of floss ordered in numerical order, and I have like one of almost everyone, almost. So it must be in another kit, like a whip that, you know, a project bag, but I didn't want to deal with digging through it for the 3 stitches just yet. I'll worry about it later. So once I finish this, I switched over and started doing backstitch. So you'll see that this, no backstitch. This, I've got all of the church backstitched. Let's see here. All the church backstitched, the nativity scene, and now I'm starting on the school. In fact, this was when I picked this up to show in the Flosstube. The needle was like literally sticking right there, so I've tucked it in somewhere up here. But yeah, starting with the backstitch, it just brings the whole thing to life. It's not charted. But to me, as I backstitch, it's like, oh yeah, now this looks finished. That is going really well. I'm very pleased with my progress on that. I will backstitch this whole row, and then I will move down and start the next building down there. That way I'm not doing all the backstitch at the end. It's not that backstitch bothers me, but it just can get boring to do it exclusively, right? Okay, and so then with go numbers, I'm checking on my little paper here, were 15 and 21. So my 21 was Do a Mill Hill Snowman. I bought 3 of them. I found them at the thrift store in Utah this summer with my mother. My mother found them, let's be honest. And they were 75 cents each, so I grabbed them. I've never done a Mill Hill kit before, never stitched on perforated paper before, and I have to tell you that I now want all of them in the series. The problem is I paid 75 cents for 3 of them. So paying the full price of a whopping $7, which is not that much money, I know. But compared to 75 cents, that's a 700% markup. Just not willing to pay that yet. But I'm trying to trick my brain into saying that what I have to do is when I buy 3 or 4 more, I have to include the 3 and be like, look, I got, 8 of these for only $4 each, including, minusing the 75 cents I paid, kind of a thing, rather than thinking, I paid $7 for each of these. That's so ridiculous. Because it's really not ridiculous. It's a perfectly good price because they give you so many supplies. So here is, okay, that's not going to work at all. Here is my little snowman. He is looking fabulous. I've got all the white beads on there. And I'm starting with the colored ones. He's still missing his nose. He's got his arms. So fun. And then on the second little piece that they give you is his hat. And let's see, there we go. Is his hat and the little stocking that he's going to be holding. Okay, so I already have a whole bunch of the beading done. And let me show you my thing here. So I have this little shaker box. There's all the beads. I just dumped them out. I don't have one of those cool sticky bobs, whatever they are. But this works pretty well. But like okay, I'm going to try to tip this so you can, no, that doesn't work. Anyway, there are enough beads left to do a whole nother set of arms and like 3 more eye sets on snowman. So they give you way more beads than you need, so that I can save them and use them on other projects. And so, plus it comes with a beading needle, it comes with the regular needle, it comes with all the floss. So those Mill Hill kits are totally worth it. $7 is a steal. I'm just, you know, I found the first ones for 75 cents. But I am going to have to order them and have my daughter bring them when she comes this summer because they're just too fun. So my goal, my WIPCO goal is just to finish that. So I have worked on it for 8 days, maybe here and there. And so it'll turn out to be about 10 days, I think, to fully finish it. But I didn't know how long it would take. So I just figured do an ornament. Then my second number is this. Well, actually, let me show you the pattern first. So it's in this book from Leisure Arts. This came out in hold on, I'm trying to, copyright 1996. So it's pretty old. Thanks, Mom. And what I'm working on, I'm going to show you the pattern. Yeah, I looked ahead, bookmarked the pattern. You don't want the pattern. We want the finished picture. Sorry. You know, there's so many cute patterns in here. Lots and lots of Santas. Little kids on bikes. Angels. Okay, here we go. It's called The Angel Story. On my WIPCO board, I just called it the Nativity because it's the nativity scene. So here it is. I don't remember when I started this. It's been a while. But there we go. I would say I started it probably at least 5 years ago, maybe 6 or 7. Yeah, it could even be as much as 10. But there it is. So the right now the background stitching, which is it's a tent stitch, so that'll go pretty quick. My goal is to work 10 days on this. I don't know that I will get it finished, but I will definitely get a good chunk of it. Get a good chunk of it done. So that's that. This does not even have, this poor little thing does not have a project bag, nor does it have any of the threads pulled. There's so many that have, and there's a lot of like stitch a little bit here and then stitch a little bit there and then, you know, whatever. It's not a full coverage confetti, but it's kind of like that. So how I was stitching it in the past is I would just bring my boxes of DMC out and grab them and work on it and then stick it back in, because trying to pull them all would mean this giant thing of colors, and I wouldn't have any left in my other project. So that's how I'm most likely going to do that. I do want to make a new project bag. I didn't do that this week. I just had too much fun cross stitching and listening to Wheel of Time. Okay, I just barely finished book 5. So good, you guys, so good. So I've got the next 3 books downloaded onto my phone. All I can say is it makes folding laundry and washing dishes and cooking dinner and going for walks so much more fun because I have this awesome book to listen to. Okay, haul. Well, I have one little thing I didn't pay for at all, but our women's group at church had an activity on Tuesday where everybody was supposed to bring like stuff from home that they didn't need or want anymore that was still good quality. And we kind of set up it was like a flea market, but we weren't selling it. It was just like giving it away. So I got rid of several items of clothing, a few other things, and some doll clothes from my girls. And then somebody else on their table had this hilarious little wooden painted sun. Now this sun is cute. I'm not going to use this as this. But my idea was in this round part, or I could even just flip it over and do it here. But this, if it fits just right, this like little circle would be really cute to use as part of the frame. Like a little summer design, like with lemons or so, like even the, one of the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery summer designs that I got. My light keeps going back and forth. Sorry about that. Anyway, if I finished it, kind of reconfigured it a tiny bit to be round, I could stick on there. So cute. And it was free. So, and that's a hard shape to cut and an odd shape. So I was pretty happy with that. And that's it. Personal life. So a couple of my kids are not making great life choices, but they're also adult or almost an adult. And so it's that fine line between letting them fail so that they can learn while creating a sort of soft place for them to land, but not too soft so they actually learn the lesson. Yeah, that's a tricky one. My daughter in the States is doing fantastic. She has spring break this week, so she's been working a ton, which means we haven't heard from her a lot. But she's made us a couple Marco Polos. But my husband is getting a little antsy to talk to her. This is a short video. I had a lot of stuff, but there's not a whole lot more to say. And I am starting to really appreciate the super short videos because I can watch more people that way. But I did want to tell you a little Swiss thing. What was it? Shoot, I hate when that happens. That I think of it in my head during the week and then I didn't write it down. Not good. Oh, and the other thing that I never did is I never linked the 3 people I mentioned in my Flosstube last week that under 1,000 sub club. So I will do that this time. I will link those 3 people and I will add 3 more that because I've subscribed to so many people recently. A lot of them who have subscribed to me. So thank you guys. So I'll pick 3 names out of there and put them up as well. Yeah, I can't think of what it was I was going to tell you about life in Switzerland. Oh, no, that wasn't it. That's what I said last time. It's super awesome. We're a little worried about Ukraine. Well, a lot worried about Ukraine. My friend has got several refugees living in her ski house. We have supported them financially, and several other people brought food and clothing and a few toys. They don't need a whole lot because they have to be very mobile. They don't know how long they're going to be here until they move on to the next spot. And then we've just done a lot of praying that somehow there will be enough pressure put on Putin that he will fall back from not only people in his own country, but from around the world, with as little bloodshed as possible. So heartbreaking, those poor people. We watched Winter of Fire, which is about this kind of start of this way back in 2014. It's a documentary, very sad and yet really inspiring, and gives a little bit more background of what led up to this situation with Putin now and why he feels like Ukraine is his, besides the fact that he's a megalomaniac. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so thank you. If you are watching and you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please like the video. Leave a comment, introduce yourself. Follow along over on Instagram, Amy J's Creations. Also, Common Threaded Stitcher is going on this month, and that's super fun. It's a great way to meet a whole lot of people, get to know people better, especially those who are not on YouTube, Flosstube. I have been enjoying participating in that. I haven't posted something every day because I don't have a local needle workshop, and I didn't really care about market releases. I looked at them, but I didn't have a favorite because I'm not going to buy any. I'm really trying to stitch what I have. But yeah, very fun. And I guess I will see you again in another 2 weeks. Until then, I hope you have a lot of fun stitching and that you also can create something beautiful in your life and have fun doing it. Tschüss!